My coworker declared, "Boss says you never contribute anything to this team." At the staff meeting, everyone laughed. I smiled and said, "Perfect. Then the work I've been doing for you for free stops today." The room went silent. My coworker froze, and my boss went pale. See, Marcus had this thing where he'd swing by my desk every Thursday around 4 p.m., right when most people were checking out mentally. "Hey Grant, can you just clean up this spreadsheet real quick? I'm swamped." Then he'd present my work the next morning like he stayed up all night on it. Coffee cup strategically placed, talking about how brutal the deadline was. At first, I didn't care. I'm not the guy who needs applause. My paycheck cleared every 2 weeks. My annual review was always meets expectations. And I went home not hating my life. That felt like enough. But that comment in the staff meeting, "Boss says you never contribute anything," that hit different because it wasn't just a joke. It was him rewriting history in front of 12 people, including our VP. The room laughed. Not mean laughter, just that uncomfortable, "thank God it's not me" kind. My boss, Karen, didn't laugh, but she didn't defend me either. She just kept scrolling on her laptop like I wasn't even there. So I made a decision right there. I stopped. No more quick favors. No more Thursday afternoon rescue missions. No more staying until 7 p.m. to fix formulas Marcus broke because he didn't understand the difference between absolute and relative cell references. That weekend, I didn't touch my laptop. Monday morning, Marcus was pacing near the coffee machine, tie slightly crooked. He kept glancing at his phone. "Hey, did you get a chance to review that client deck?" he asked casually, like he hadn't humiliated me 3 days earlier. "Nope," I said, stirring my coffee. "Didn't see it." His jaw tightened. "It was in the shared folder." "Yeah, I saw it, just didn't review it." He stared at me like I'd spoken a foreign language. "Dude, the presentation's at 10. I shrugged. "You built it. I'm sure it's fine." At 9:58, Marcus was sweating through his shirt. At 10:03, he was standing in front of our CEO, the VP of Finance, and 4 board members, fumbling through slides he clearly didn't understand. The forecast model, the one I'd spent 6 nights building, was displaying error messages. The pivot tables were broken. The variance analysis showed ref in half the cells. "Walk us through the revenue projection methodology," the CEO said, leaning forward. Marcus's face went completely blank. His mouth opened. Nothing came out. Grant usually handles that technical section," he finally stammered. The CEO's eyebrows went up. "I thought you built these models. Your email said you'd been working on this all weekend." The conference room got that special kind of quiet where even the air conditioning sounds loud. My boss, Karen, who'd been half paying attention, suddenly sat up straight. She pulled out her phone, opened her laptop, started scrolling through something. I knew exactly what she was seeing. Months of version history with my name on every formula, every analysis, every model Marcus had presented as his own. "Grant," the CEO said, turning to me, "do you know what's happening with these numbers?" Everyone looked at me. Marcus looked like he was trying to shrink into his chair. I stood up, walked to the screen, and pulled up the working version from my personal drive, the one I'd stopped sharing with Marcus last Thursday. "The model uses a 3-stage DCF approach with sensitivity scenarios across 5 variables," I explained. 47 tabs, integrated data pulls from 3 systems, regression analysis on 18 months of historical variance. I clicked through each section, explained the methodology, answered every question. The CEO nodded. The CFO took notes. Marcus just sat there, pen frozen in his hand, watching his entire performance crumble. When the meeting ended, Karen pulled me aside immediately. "My office, now." I thought I was getting fired for making Marcus look bad. Instead, she closed the door and said, "How long has this been happening?" "About 2 years." She rubbed her temples. "Why didn't you say something?" "I did, last quarter. You said Marcus was just enthusiastic and I should be more of a team player." Her face changed. Realization, then something that looked almost like shame. "I'm offering you Marcus's position, senior analyst, $28,000 raise. Your models, your presentations, your credit." I let that sit for a second. "What about Marcus? He has 2 weeks to transition to another role, somewhere he can't take credit for other people's work." Marcus cleaned out his desk on a Wednesday. Didn't say goodbye to anyone. Last I heard, he's explaining resume gaps to recruiters who actually call references. Me? I've got my name on every presentation now. And every Thursday at 4 p.m. I leave exactly on time.